the First World War, a global conflict. Millions fought and died in brutal trench warfare, but there was another battle, equally crucial, raging at sea. The naval blockade of Germany strangled the German war effort. Britain recognized the importance of its naval superiority. Germany, reliant on imports, was vulnerable to a blockade. The North Sea became a battleground. Its impact was just as profound as the trenches. The objective of the blockade was clear cut off Germany's supply of essential goods. This meant food, raw materials, and anything that could sustain its war effort. The British aimed to cripple German industry, starve its population, and ultimately force a surrender. Germany relied heavily on imports for vital resources like iron ore, copper, and nitrates, crucial for munitions production. By choking these supply lines, the Allies hoped to cripple Germany's ability to wage war. The blockade aimed to turn Germany's industrial strength into a weakness. The blockade wasn't just about targeting military supplies, it also aimed to disrupt the German economy and break the morale of the civilian population. By preventing the import of food and other essentials, the Allies hoped to turn the German people against the war. The British Navy, the world's most powerful at the time, was tasked with enforcing this blockade. Warships patrolled the North Sea, intercepting and searching neutral ships suspected of carrying contraband destined for Germany. The blockade was not without controversy. Neutral countries like the Netherlands and Denmark protested the restrictions imposed on their trade. The British, however, argued that these were necessary measures in times of war. The introduction of unrestricted submarine warfare by Germany only strengthened the resolve of the British. The sinking of the Lusitania, a passenger liner with the loss of American lives, further galvanized international opinion against Germany. Section 4. Hunger and hardship on the home front. The impact of the blockade on Germany was devastating. Food shortages became widespread. The winter of 1916 to 1917, known as the Turnip Winter, saw widespread malnutrition and hardship. The German people, particularly the working class, bore the brunt of the blockade's effects. The blockade also had a crippling effect on German industry. Factories lay idle, starved of raw materials. The production of vital war materials dwindled. The economic impact was profound, leading to unemployment and social unrest. The blockade took a toll on the health of the German population. Children suffered from rickets due to vitamin deficiencies. Mortality rates, especially among infants and the elderly, soared. The blockade's silent but deadly grip tightened its hold on Germany. Section 5. The blockade's tightening grip: key events and figures. One of the most infamous events associated with the blockade was the sinking of the Lusitania in 1915. The British liner, carrying American passengers, was torpedoed by a German U-boat, sparking international outrage and pushing the United States closer to war. Admiral Sir John Jellicoe, commander of the British Grand Fleet, played a pivotal role in maintaining the blockade. His strategic brilliance ensured the Royal Navy's dominance in the North Sea, effectively cutting off Germany's maritime lifeline. The blockade also led to the development of new technologies and tactics. Germany, desperate to break the stranglehold, increased its reliance on submarines, leading to a deadly game of cat and mouse in the Atlantic. Section 6. A weapon of attrition: the blockade's lasting impact. The naval blockade of Germany was a decisive factor in World War I. It strangled the German economy and crippled its war industry, sowing discontent among the population. It weakened Germany's ability to wage war, hastening the end of the conflict and contributing to the Allied victory. The lessons from the blockade resonate today.